So the notion that, well, Jews don't need Jesus because they have the Old Testament. There's some theology that says that as well, or saved under the Old Covenant.
Right.
And
And
no,
then
that's not true.
That's not
How
true
can
either.
that
I
be
think
true?
Paul gave that verse that was like, if you're saved by the law, you'll die by the law.
Right.
Like you can't uphold it to be saved by the law because that's a works-based salvation, which isn't true.
Right. Exactly.
So anti-Semitism and how
so back
that
to
all plays a role.
anti-Semitism. And so, and there's different flavors of it, so to speak, right? So we could talk about the Muslim terrorism, Islamic extremism, that hatred of Jews from of that sphere, of that, stripe, so to speak. That kind of does go back to what you said earlier, which is Abraham and Isaac and Ishmael.
Basically, Abraham is the father of Ishmael, who was with Hagar, and also the father of Isaac, who was with Sarah, but that was the child of the promise with Sarah versus out of the flesh with Hagar.
God promised Abraham he'd have the son, right? But they couldn't wait. Sarah couldn't wait, so
She said she was old and laughed at God.
yeah.
So then she was like, oh, go sleep with my servant Hagar.
Yeah.
And he did. And then Hagar was sent away, even though it was Abraham and Sarah's fault. Like, they're the ones that told her to do it.
Right.
She goes into the wilderness and calls God El Roy, the God who sees me.
Right. And God told Abraham to let her go.
Yeah. And didn't God tell Hagar, like, you'll have a nation through you?
Yeah. Yeah. He blessed her and said that you will have the nation through you.
Which are the Muslim people.
Well, which are the Arab people.
Okay.
The descendants. Not all Muslims are Arabs.
Okay.
But the descendants of Ishmael. And unfortunately, that has created its own sphere of, anti-Jewishness through, Muhammad, who came much later, of course, from Ishmael, and developed his own, religion called Islam.
Yeah.
I've been to Israel quite a bit, and I have some Arab Christian friends, and they're awesome, and there are Arab Muslims who, and I've seen on Facebook and on other social media, that are pro-Israel as well. So these Islamic extremists don't speak for all Arabs or all Muslims even.